What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pearl Daily. I am your host, Pearl, and I am famous for the YouTube show, The Pregame, where I interviewed 1,000 women in a year and a half. Had the biggest show ever. We had 1 billion views on the channel, then we got demonetized, and then I went back to America, and now we have Pearl Daily. And there's a lot of things that I learned when I was interviewing women. But before we get into today's topic, and before we get into today's show, I have a couple announcements. So, number one, I've been getting complaints on the website that you don't have access to certain content. Now, for the people on the website, I do apologize. The issue is there was a box we did not check when we uploaded content, and we have to manually go back and upload and check that box every single time. It's coming, right? I think out of 400 pieces of content that we have to go through, we're at 100 now. So we're getting there, but it's just going to take some time. Second thing is, the end of yesterday's show, I did a presentation on how to be a YouTuber, and every Tuesday after the show, we are going to be doing presentations on how to make more money, improve your love life, and other things that I have learned or other members of our organization or friends of the Audacity Network. So next week, Doug MPA does very well in a certain industry. I can't say what because he's not a public-facing guy, but he's going to be giving a presentation on that next week. Other thing is that I officially have a launch for I think we're going to call it Audacity Academy membership, which is going to be a learning platform where weekly we're going to have different people give presentations on different things, and there's going to be a ton of content geared towards learning. If you guys sign up now, I will honor the membership fee, but we're going to get a lot of big players on the platform. As you guys know, I'm going to be doing YouTube forever. I love the internet. I love YouTube. It's a passion of mine, and I don't see myself going out anywhere. It's going to be a lifetime membership, one-time payment, but it's going to be a high price point. The reason being, I want you guys to have a great experience of being able to ask guests direct questions. I don't want to build something and then have 10,000 people on a Zoom call. I want you guys to be able to ask smart, intelligent, competent, accomplished people questions directly. And the only way we can do that is have a high price point. But I do want to give the OG fans a chance to join. So this month, we're starting with the once-a-week live streams. Next month, and this month, we're flying people out here to film different courses. And so next month, we're going to actually have the courses out. I filmed mine, and we're going to have a playlist probably by the end of the month, starting with mine, that it's just going to be one playlist where you can get all the content. Okay, so I do apologize for the technical difficulties, as you guys know. We are short-staffed here. We have a very small team. So, things just take time. It just is what it is. We're building, we're growing, and things are great. Thank you to everyone that super chatted. If you guys do have a question, comment, or concern this live stream, I do read super chats as long as they're not blatantly rude or disrespectful. I do have to give that caveat because this is the internet. But if you super chat this show, I will read it, and I do. But if you want unlimited super chats, join the audacitynetwork.com. The link is in the description, and get on the live stream on the website. All you have to do is put Pearl Read in the live stream on the website, and I do read it. I take a couple breaks every show. So Gary says, I missed the presentation yesterday on the site. Where is it? So right now, you have to go to the Pearl Daily episodes, and it's the last live stream at the end. We are going to have our staff make a cut of the video and upload it separately so it's easier for you guys to find. Okay, so now let's get into today's topic. So welcome to another episode of Pearl Daily. Now, one thing I can't stand is how women try to paint themselves. One thing I cannot stand is how women try to paint men as these dangerous predators that do nothing but harm women. Do you guys remember when women said they would pick a bear instead of a man in the woods? Who remembers that? It's no wonder that men are just fed up with modern women. Misandry is everywhere in modern society. It's on TV, in books, in movies, and online. With the result of recent studies, the creation of social media, and women's never-ending need to post everything online, we are starting to see how dangerous women are, especially to other women. 70% of one-way violence is perpetrated from women to men. 75% of abuse towards children and the elderly is perpetrated by women. Lesbian relationships have the highest rate of domestic violence. Lesbian relationships have the highest rate of divorce. Nowhere can the dysfunction between women be seen more, though, but in women's sports. If you look at the WNBA, and let's be honest, who's going to do that? Who's going to watch that, right? I played basketball for 20 years, and I'm not even going to watch that. There are many cases of WNBA players involved in violence against their girlfriends and wives. These stories are not pushed hard in the media because they are women. So on today's show, we are going to look at some of the most prevalent cases in the media. Sedona Prince is a 6'7", Jesus, oh my gosh, center from TCU who is about to be drafted into the WNBA. She's gotten into the limelight because of her skills on the court, but also her antics off the court. She's constantly bringing up the pay disparity between men and women in sports, and went to 3 other colleges before ending up at TCU. While she is a highly touted prospect, she's not without controversy. Multiple women have come out saying she was physically and emotionally abusive when she was in a relationship with them. So again, feminism, it's really we're really eating each other, right? How many of you guys have been called emotionally abusive? How many of you guys have been called toxic? Now the women said they can't be with men, so they're dating other women, and we're doing the same thing. Okay, so let me get this sound to work.
TCU power forward Sedona Prince. This is TCU power forward Sedona Prince. Going to keep my opinions out of this one because it can get super messy. But because of a 10-part story that her ex Olivia posted on TikTok, there is now a petition going.
How many of you guys had your ex write a Facebook post? How many of you guys had the ex tell all your friends and family you were abusive or whatever? Now the women are doing it to each other, and it's hilarious. It's hilarious. All of the tactics that women use on men, now lesbians are doing it to each other. Imagine you having a petition with 130,000 people trying to get you kicked out of your job, your team, whatever. All because of a story your ex told. The audacity.
Going around with over 100,000 signatures in less than a week to get her off of the TCU basketball team. This is her ex-girlfriend, Olivia.
Crazy eyes, right? Now, she's hot. Not that hot. I mean, on this show, we're realistic. 6.5, because she's young, right? So maybe even a 7, because she's under 25. She's young. But let's be realistic here. Those eyes, you can just tell. Nuts. Crazy. Insane.
Explaining the whole story. She talked about how Sedona was very reckless when driving ATVs, and she even pushed her off and left her stranded. She had to run after her with no phone. She ended up flipping the ATV, and they both were wounded from the accident. Ever since then, Sedona has received a lot of bullying, hate, and even death threats. She made a statement saying that she is saddened by all the bullying and that she is going to be taking time off of social media. I feel like this is something an athlete could have gotten away with in the past, but with social media, people are just not going to let this slide.
Yeah. The comment section, if men were genuinely like that, given our physical strength and domination of armed forces and law enforcement, women would be treated worse than slaves. Yeah, I know. You guys could have did anything with us. I mean, you guys could have literally chained us to the kitchen. You could have got together and said, okay, each one of us, we got to have sex with somebody. So let's chain a girl to the kitchen and then she can't cheat. Yeah, but women they'll still find a way. They'll be like crawling out. Do you know what I mean? When a woman wants to cheat, but you guys get the idea. Joel says, I'm glad that the woman chooses the bear. I'll take my dog and run for it. Doug MPA says, eating each other, LOL. I bet all the lesbian WNBA players are doing that. Daniel says, sorry, Pearl, you lost your rating card after last night. All right. Number one, this is my show. So if you want to go get a rating card, I distribute the rating cards. So therefore, I'm the rater here. The audacity. You guys, you get a $10 a month membership. And all of a sudden, you think you can give me a rating card. Yeah, okay. Now, let's see. We have an article talking about this situation. So, how will the WNBA approach TCU star Sedona Prince? So, let's see the video we got. Even me, I still got ads. You guys have ads, I have ads. Not above it.
Just got ranked 19th in the AP poll. That's
really good.
14 years that TCU is in the top 20 of the Associated Press poll. I'll say this. The other game that they've won in that 4-0, not that big of deal. But there's one particular game that took the cake, and that was their recent win over NC State, who is ranked number 13. They won that game 76-73. And the two people really anchoring them in all of these wins, but particularly in that one, the olds, Hailey Van Lith and Sedona Prince. Sedona Prince, 31 points, most points scored by any.
Yeah, that school is not dropping her. Are you guys going to drop a player that's doing 31 points? It is the WNBA, or the women's basketball, but come on. I know how important a player like that is.
Any player right now against a top 25 team this season. And then Hailey Van Lith, 18-10, her first double-double with points and assists. She's done it in other ways, but her first double-double with points and assists. Chantel, it looks like there's still some good blood running through these old heads that are on the TCU Horned Frogs. Like, what impresses you the most about the way that they've been able to kind of anchor this team to start the season?
Well, I think this team sort of speaks to the modern era of women's college basketball. I think we're going to see a lot of different ways to win, but I think we're going to see also sort of this might be the way to grow and build a program in this modern era.
Yeah, okay, nobody cares. All right, Sedona Prince has had a winding journey towards the 2025 WNBA draft, where she's expected to finally join the league in April after a 7-year college odyssey. How the hell did she have a 7-year college career? What'd she do, 3 years of okay. Prince, a 24-year-old 6'7" center at TCU, is enjoying the most successful season of her career, which includes 3 colleges, multiple injuries, and becoming famous for highlighting the disparities between men and women's NCAA tournaments. Her size and dominant play for the Horned Frogs, who are in the Sweet 16 for the first time in school history, has made Prince a tantalizing prospect for the WNBA. League general managers are carefully weighing Prince's upside against her age and injury history. But in a relatively rare occurrence for women's basketball, they're also considering the potential repercussions from multiple allegations of domestic abuse raised in a report in February. So, look, I got no sympathy. I really have none, because how many women have been doing this for 50 years? If anything, I think we should have, if anything, guys, this is what I say. Fellas, and this, if I get married someday, this is not to who I marry. Divorce your wives, okay? Put the women on alimony. Put the women on child support. really be ruthless, because that's the only solution to feminism is more feminism. All of these people that don't want women to face the consequences of what we voted and pushed for, they're simps, okay? Like Matt Walsh, he's a super simp. And the reason he's a super simp is because women voted to put men into the locker room. Women fought and they said, hey, we want these mentally ill men to be in our locker room. And do you know what I say? I say, okay, eat it. Go ahead. And then if you have a daughter in this situation, if I have a little sister, right, if this happened, I would say, well, thank your classmates, thank your aunts, thank all the women around you, because it's women's fault. Not all, not all, not all. And that's my honest opinion. And you know what? I played in a volleyball tournament this happened in England. They had dudes with boob jobs at this tournament. And I was the only one that said anything. And do you guys know what happened? I got yelled at. I was disciplined. And the women were complaining that I was complaining about men in the locker room. So after that, I said, go F yourselves. I hope you guys all, I hope you all deal with this. So Prince has been accused of physical, sexual, and emotional abuse by several former partners dating back to 2019. One former partner told the Washington Post that Prince sexually assaulted her in 2019. I mean, yeah, guys, if a girl's pushy during sex, take her to go to the police. Yeah, I mean, how many of you guys have been assaulted and done nothing? The women are doing it. Go do it back. And do you know what might happen? Then the women will start complaining and getting the laws changed. That's the only way. Nobody nags better than a woman. Nobody. You guys are too nice. You guys will get custody of your kids and you won't put your exes on child support or alimony. No. Put that hoe on lifetime alimony forever. She would do it to you. Now, another woman sued Prince alleging sexual misconduct in 2022 in a case that was later dismissed. A third former partner accused Prince of abuse last summer. In January, Prince was involved in a physical altercation with another ex-girlfriend, according to multiple reports. No charges have been filed against Prince in any of these cases, and she and her attorney have denied all of the allegations. Prince has played in every game this season as the Horned Frogs won their first Big 12 and entered the NCAA tournament as a number 2 seed, their highest as a program. TCU coach Mark Campbell said that the program is following university policy. Prince uploaded a video in August to her TikTok account denying accusations, saying, "I've never abused anybody in my life," after an ex-girlfriend posted videos accusing Prince of abuse. One in the chat if you have sympathy. Who feels bad? Who feels bad here? Did you guys get sympathy when you were accused of all of these crazy things? No. So now women are eating each other. It's hilarious. WNBA executives said they are mindful of the allegations, but many said they're confident she'll be drafted perhaps in the first round. You've got to take it into consideration. You've got to take it into consideration. It's unfortunate that that's been a blemish on what's been a great season for her, one general manager said. 6 WNBA general managers discussed Prince with and were granted anonymity to talk candidly about her as a draft prospect. The WNBA and WNBPA have not suspended any players since they created a joint domestic and intimate partner violence policy in 2020, collective bargaining agreement. But the WNBA has pushed players in the past who, unlike Prince, were arrested for domestic violence. Riquia Williams served a 10-league game suspension from the LA Sparks after a 2019 arrest on domestic battery charges in 2023. She was barred from team activities with the LA Aces after facing a slew of felony and misdemeanor domestic battery charges, which were later dropped. Brittany Griner and her then partner and WNBA player Glory Johnson received 7-game suspensions in 2015, the longest bans in league history. At that time, following a league investigation into their arrest for suspicion of assault and disorderly conduct following a physical fight with each other. However, evaluating a potential draftee following domestic violence allegations in college is largely new territory for the league. I think it's up to different teams how much they look into allegations, how much they're concerned by it, one of the executives said. An online petition asking for Prince's removal from TCU was posted in August and has more than 200,000 signatures. An online petition, the WNBA rules prohibit general managers from talking to prospects before the completion of their college seasons. And some said that the quick turnaround between the end of the NCAA tournament and the draft, which comes 8 days after the national championships, could prevent teams from extensively interviewing Prince about the allegations. Though the tournament's first 2 rounds, Prince has not addressed allegations in news conferences. So again, guys, she spent 7 years building her career. I don't know how she went to college that long. But, you know, these athletes, I did a 5th year. I graduated and I had a year of eligibility. I played basketball. I probably would have did 7 if I could have. I love sports. But she's worked hard for this. But let's be honest. How many women ruin things that men work hard for? How many of you guys worked really hard for something just to have your ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, or just some random hoe ruin it? We don't care. We do not care. It says she's a very talented player and I think she'd be good in our league, one general manager said. And it sounds like she might get a chance to prove that. Prince's initial fame in college athletics came after she filmed a viral social media post in 2021 that called out disparities between the men's and women's NCAA tournaments. And remember, this woman loved feminism. I remember I've seen her videos before. She basically nagged the NCAA online because women's sports don't get as much free stuff, nice like buses, all that stuff as men's sports. And I lived this, right? I mean, I went to a college and we were a small school, but do you know who got the best game time? Men. And do you know why? Because they were better than us in every way. They were more entertaining, more people went. Of course, they're going to get the better game time. They got the later one. It is what it is. So this video sparked widespread change in the sport. Prince was one of the lead plaintiffs in the House versus NCAA lawsuit that led to the NCAA's $2.8 billion settlement. So she sued. She has got no problem. And now it's eating her. So after stops at Texas and Oregon, Prince's play on the court for TCU has piqued the WNBA executive's interest. She's undoubtedly been a productive college player, especially in the latter part of her career. Over the last 2 seasons, she's averaged 18.3 points a game. For women's sports, that's really good. I mean, for men, they probably could take or lose, But for women's sports, that's great. 10 rebounds and 3 blocks. 3 blocks, that's really good. Let's see. We want to watch her play. Yeah, I mean.
No way. Not this time. Not a chance.
I mean, I guess that's more impressive than the normal women's basketball that can't make layups, right? Okay, her 2024 to 2025 season has dramatically improved her draft stock. Prince is part of arguably the best pick and roll combination in college basketball with guard Haley Van Lith, another expected 2025 draftee. Prince shoots nearly 44% on mid-range twos. That's really good for women's sports. All of this is for women's sports and better than 70% around the rim. According to CBB Analytics, what will translate with Sedona Prince is her size and her versatility, another general manager said. She can finish around the rim and also stretches the floor. That's a good combination. I mean, she's 6'7" in a women's league. That's tall in a men's league, right? She's got to be a lesbian. She's got no other choice. What else is she going to do? She's not hot enough. Okay, there's a girl on my team. when I was in high school, and she was 6'5". But guys, this girl always had a boyfriend. And do you know what it was like when it's like a girl that's 5 inches taller than you in high school? You're like, where do you find like, she would I don't know how she did it, but she would show up one year with like a 6'7" boyfriend. Then the next year it'd be like a 6'10", then a 6'6". And we're like, but I'll tell you what, she was very pretty. She had no problem. A mid like this has got to go lesbian. She's got to, because she can't get the guy, like the guy she's gonna, because here's the thing. This is like the hierarchy of women's attraction. So women want alpha males, right? The clouded guys, whatever, on top. Then they will literally date women before they date an average man. And there's going to be a bigger, now as social media gets us more and more delusional and we have access, we can be influenced by men other than in our direct family. For example, 100 years ago, the only men I could talk to would be my father, a husband, brothers. That's who would influence me. Now I can download TikTok and some guy doing dances on TikTok can say things to influence my behavior. So what this is going to do is make women think we deserve more. And it's going to do a wider gap between the haves and the have-nots, if that makes sense. Like the men that get laid and the men that can't. It's just going to go, it's just going to get harder. Sorry, fellas. It's the life of a man. But we get old and we get ugly, and then one day we're just miserable and our life sucks. So at least for you guys, you start here and you go up on like it can't really get worse, right? It only gets better unless you get the wrong woman into your life and she ruins it. I'm just trying to silver lining. Okay. Silver lining. So, the talent is flat out undeniable and unquestionable. There's maybe 10 players in the world that are 6'7" with her skill set and basketball IQ. She impacts every shot around the basketball game. Campbell said she would be surprised if Prince isn't a first round selection. There's just too much talent there, and that's a potential impact player in the W. It's just hard to find. So, okay. There's speculation. Will she not? I don't see this holding her back because she's a woman. She'll get special treatment. But should I sign this? I'm going to sign it. I'm going to sign it because I think it's funny. Hold Sedona Prince accountable and remove her from the TCU women's basketball team. All right, we got Pearl, Davis. You got to put my screen down. I don't want them to, just for a second. Yeah, it's gone. Okay, okay. It's gone now. All right. All right, I signed the petition, guys. Should I chip in $11? Okay. Now we're going to read the petition. So, hey everybody. I wanted to come on here and send a couple of updates. I did get a response from TCU that they are investigating the situation. Unfortunately, since I'm choosing to stay as anonymous as possible, getting through to all the people I would like to is difficult. I would like to thank LTTR for getting in touch with me and sharing my updates, and the petition to y'all, as well as every single person has posted. So on so many platforms, I want to make it very clear that none of the brave women that have posted their story about Sedona Prince is behind this petition and should not face any hate or criticism. Let's keep fighting. We're currently at 100K and rising. I'm all for more feminism. I'm supporting you ladies. Don't say I'm not a feminist. Let's see. The issue. Okay, this is what it says about it. As an individual who has personally experienced the deep pain caused by abuse, it breaks my heart to see a known domestic abuser maintain a place of respect within our society, especially being shielded by a reputable university. YouTube, you cannot say that I'm doing a hate speech or anything. I just supported this petition, okay? I supported it. We firmly believe that allegations of such grave misconduct should be taken seriously and addressed urgently. Within our society, stories of abuse are way too common, with an estimate of 1 in 3 women experiencing physical or sexual violence at least once in their lifetime globally. I mean, is the sexual violence getting choked out in bed by Tyrone? Do you know what I mean? It's like, have you guys seen the hardcore corn that women watch? Like, what's the violence? That's my question. Like, if your boyfriend, you guys know what women request in bed, right? I have a guy friend, right? And he said he couldn't believe, like, because the women would want rougher and rougher things. And he would do it. And he was like, I thought they would get mad and like leave, but they just loved me more. And so like, is that sexual violence? I don't know. Okay. Let's shine a light on this issue. What the F, Pearl? I'm just being honest. Okay. What the F, Pearl? Okay, wait. Let's shine light on this issue and make a step forward for truth and respect, ensuring that our universities upheld the principles they're supposed to represent. We require your support to achieve this aim. Please stand with us. Sign this petition, raise your voice against abuse and for justice. Let's fight this together for a world where a university sports team are safe for each member. Please sign the petition today. Why do you think 50 Shades of Grey is the best-selling book of modern times? Yep. We love that shit. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Las Vegas Aces player Raquina Williams was arrested in 2023 for 9 different domestic battery charges, including, here we go, strangulation. I don't know, do you know what? Enough women, not all, have said strangulation. And I often wonder when they accuse men of this, if this is just like a kink. Okay, coercion and threatening the use of physical force.
This afternoon.
So here's the...
Noon 8 News Now obtaining the 911 calls, alerting police to the alleged domestic violence incident, leading to the arrest of Las Vegas Aces player Raquina Williams.
What's the emergency there, ma'am?
Domestic dispute, my wife.
You're having an issue with your wife?
Yes.
Okay, what's your wife's name?
Raquina Williams.
Right now, Williams faces 7 counts related to domestic battery. She posted...
I can't believe that's a girl. I literally cannot believe that's a woman.
Bail and is out of jail. She's due in court next week.
Okay, I'm going to read the chat real quick. We got some comments in here. Pearl. Wait, where was it? You are 100% correct. Wait, hold on. Where is it? Oh, I just saw it. It was Doug MPA's comment, but Pearl Reed. The issue is women are generally focused on short-term individual kindness, which in the long run delivers poor outcomes and dependencies. Men have long-term strategies to max society's outcome. It's the Audacity Academy that she mentioned at the beginning, a membership separate from this one. So if you guys sign up now, I'll keep you guys at the rate you sign up. Look, but next month, it's the only way, like right now you can get $10 a month, $100 a year, but I'm going to close that. And then the next membership is going to be a high price point. So, and the only way in that is going to be paying the new price when we raise it. So, yeah. Okay. Where else? I had one more. Many years ago, a friend told me that his girl wanted him to enact a grape fantasy, and I strongly advised him not to do it. Okay, well. Okay, so now I'm going to read this article. I literally cannot believe that's a woman. All right. Las Vegas Aces player Raquina Williams was arrested Tuesday following a domestic violence incident. Williams, 33, was taken into custody after getting into an alleged physical altercation with her spouse, whom she accused of cheating, according to ESPN. The WNBA championship winning point guard is reportedly now facing 9 charges related to the incident and has been banned from team activities as the investigation continues. ESPN reports that these charges included 5 felony charges for strangulation, coercion with the threat of violence, and assault with a weapon, while 4 of these charges are for misdemeanor battery. The LA Aces was made aware of domestic violence charges against a member of our team, Raquina Williams. The team said in a statement on Wednesday, as an organization, we condemn domestic violence of any kind. At this time, she will be precluded from participating in team activities. The team continued, our thoughts are with the parties involved in the situation. We are currently gathering more information, and as such, we will not have any further comments at the time. Williams was released from jail without bail. According to ESPN, under the condition, she's had no contact with her wife and complies with alcohol monitoring rules ahead of her next court appearance in early August. Clark County inmate records shows Williams is no longer in custody. The outlet reported that Williams accused her wife of cheating and later left the house to stay at a hotel, taking her wife's cell phone with her. On the phone, Williams alleged she found evidence of an affair. They're always cheating with men because, again, they stay with women because they can't get the men they want to commit, because lesbians always look like something like this. If they're hot, they ruin their beauty really fast. I'll kill you here and walk myself to jail, Williams told her wife. Okay, she might have actually did it. She might have did it, okay? As she strangled her, according to the report. Okay. The Associated Press reported Williams was arrested in 2019 for a separate domestic violence incident in Florida and was charged with 2 felony counts of assaulting a partner and making a threat with a firearm. She pleaded not guilty, and the charges were eventually dismissed. Yeah, so then there's another one. Next, we got Shoni Schimmel was arrested on charges of assaulting her girlfriend. And guys, I'd like to say, I got a comment last show. I got a comment. I know this is going to be a little off topic. I know I'm bad at pronouncing names. I know it. It's been very, and it's probably not going to change. So that's just going to happen. If you can't deal with it, there's someone else you can go to. I'm just being honest here. I have difficulty pronouncing names. It's just something I've struggled with. So sometimes I butcher names. It is what it is. That's all.
Following an arrest Friday in northeastern Oregon, former WNBA All-Star and New York Liberty player Shoni Schimmel pleaded not guilty to assaulting a former partner. According to the Oregonian, Schimmel has been charged with assault, strangulation of an inmate dating partner, and assault resulting in substantial bodily injury due to an incident alleged to have occurred on June 13, 2021. The 29-year-old Schimmel was first arrested the next day on charges including felony assault and criminal mischief. A jury trial is set to begin in June. Schimmel faces a max sentence of 15 years in prison, 3 years supervised, released, and a $250,000 fine if convicted. As a rookie, Schimmel was named MVP in the 2014 WNBA All-Star Game with the Atlanta Dream. The 2-time All-Star also played for the Liberty in 2016. Her last season in WNBA was in 2018 with the Las Vegas Aces.
Okay. Okay, so now we got this. Again, another hefty woman, right? Look at, I would say she's probably the hottest of the 3, but would you guys do it? I just want to know in the chat, put a 1. I mean, obviously the bar is pretty low. Like, she's like a 3. But be honest, on a slow Tuesday, she made it really easy. She lives next to the bar. She made it, it's been a minute. Like, there's no, she's saying, come on, daddy, and like next door. Are you going to do it? David says would. I knew somebody would. There's always somebody. Do you know what, guys? if you see a girl like this and a guy's taking her seriously, I know she's a lesbian, let's pretend. But if you see a girl like this and you wonder, why is this guy taking this woman seriously? Guarantee she's got a good gluck. I've had a conversation, and with a friend of mine, and he said, look, if a girl can do a good gluck, I would literally marry her. He's like, that is all it would take. And he told me this story about this girl that was like a complete whore, had sex with everyone in his friend group. And he's like, look, I liked her so much. It was so embarrassing because she had this one, I'm not going to say what it was, but she had this one thing that she, I guess, did in the bedroom. And do you know what? This guy's worth a lot of money. He's worth like $9 million, something like, and he's a young guy. So that's all that's why do you think porn stars get married? You know, I did street interviews once and I asked guys, do you want a girl that's a good cook or gives good head? Do you know how many men their answer was, you know what, we could Uber Eats. Problem is the gluck stops after the wedding. Look, I don't think they're thinking that far ahead. Look, this is just what I found in life. If you wonder, you think she's not hot, there's no redeeming qualities. What is it? That's what it is. All right. Some men have mental problems. Do you know what? I don't think he did because this guy can afford Uber Eats. Do you know what I mean? He's got money. What else does he need from a woman? Like if he can afford his own food, what does he need? Companionship? You guys don't want to talk to women. Not for that long anyway. He's like, look, if she just shut up and did the gluck, he's like, that's all she would have to do. That's it. And this girl hooked up with his whole friend group. Yeah. So Schimmel 29 is charged assault by strangulation of an intimate dating partner and assault resulting in substantial bodily injury. According to the indictment, Schimmel is accused of strangling her partner in June of 2021. The indictment says Schimmel further assaulted her partner and caused substantial bodily injury. Schimmel was arrested by federal officers in February, was arraigned and pleaded not guilty in federal court. A jury is scheduled to begin on June 14th. Schimmel grew up in Umatilla Reservation in Oregon and played prep basketball in Hermiston and at Franklin High School in Portland before becoming a breakout star at the University of Louisville. She was an 8th overall pick in the 2014 WNBA draft by the Atlanta Dream. She averaged 6.6 points a game. She's not making it to the league. 6 points. In 2 seasons there with the All-Star game appearances both year. With 6 points a game, she made All-Star. The bar is so low in women's sports. Including being named most valuable player as a rookie. She was featured in the 2011 documentary Off the Res, which profiled her upbringing on an Indian reservation and basketball career. So again, she's using feminism. Poor me, I'm a victim. I came from an Indian reservation, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you guys know how it is. Not all. If convicted, Schimmel faces up to 15 years in federal prison, 3 years of supervised release, and a fine of $250,000. Feminism is eating itself, everybody. Why is Pearl pushing butch girls on us every show? I'm not pushing. We're talking about the WNBA. What do you think are my options here? I mean, there's like 2 hot women in the WNBA. Doug MPA says if she was the only one left at the bar at 2 a.m., I would do it. Thank you for being honest, Doug MPA. I appreciate the honesty because some of you guys act like you're above certain things, but you're not. Okay. If you were desperate enough, you might. Sports and activity reduces fat, builds muscle, tells the body not to get ready for a baby. Stress aggression does the same. Lesbians and infertility, they're doing it so they can reduce the population. I bet she's got an XY chromosome like that Olympic runner, Samaya, and the boxer from Algeria. Pearl, many years ago, a friend told me his girl wanted him. Oh, wait, I read that already. This platform is provided for these people to preach. Okay. Now, lastly, we're going to talk about Angel Reese and her position that the WNBA players might strike at the end of the 2025 season. Can you imagine? Like, imagine you're losing a company millions of dollars every year and say, do you know what? I'm not working. They're just going to get cut. We know the WNBA loses money every year. The last season, the WNBA lost $40 million. And this woman has the nerve to even suggest that the players sit out this season.
Yeah, the CBA is coming up. I can't wait.
Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean? We deserve more.
Do you? Do you deserve more? Be honest. Do you? You have a $40 million loss in the league. This is how we end up so delusional, really, because the world, it's just crazy how much of a loser a woman can be. Like, a woman can be an absolute loser and the world will still tell her she's a winner. Like, if you're the best guy at a company losing $40 million a year, you're going to kind of know you ain't shit, right? But she somehow thinks that she's a winner. Anyways.
Of course,
everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
Would anybody notice if they went on strike? I wouldn't. And I loved women's sports, guys. I played it for 20 years. It was a big part of my life. But I can be honest, I saw how empty the stands were. I saw it. The only way women's sports will make money is if it becomes a drama thing, right? And they make money as influencers or they get naked. That's it. That's the only way.
But the women coming in, not this year, but next year, or because the ones coming in this year will still be on the rookie contract again. Mm-hmm. The ones that the year after, they're gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
No, they are.
I'm hurt.
They are. Like, yeah. I've been in.
Yeah, and so they nag. They make less money every year, and they just nag and nag and nag, and ask for more. So, you guys, if you think you can make a woman happy, we can't.
The meetings, they are.
I need to get in the. I need to get in the field.
You need to come to the meetings.
I gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's a possibility.
I hope they do because that would be very funny for me to cover. That would be hilarious.
For real.
Yeah. I'm pocket watching because when it's my time, I need to be getting paid.
No, we're not doing this again. W players demanding more money in 2025? Oh, come on! The money is on the way. Caitlin Clark already brought in the private planes you wanted. You just have to be patient. Sitting out is not the answer. The league still hasn't made a profit, so sitting out would save them money. They want you to sit out. And what more does Angel Reese want? She's already everywhere.
I can run from me, but I can't hide from me.
I just had my Angel Reese meal from McDonald's after buying my Angel Reese puffs for breakfast.
So do you see, she's like a loser, right? She's a complete loser. And she's on the cover of a cereal. Can you imagine as a man being a loser and still get, like, this is what, why do you think we're such bad people? The whole world, it starts from childhood. We, like, the dad simp. And then we get older and the school simp. And then we get older and the men simp. It's just, it's a simp-epidemic out here.
While I was wearing my Angel Reese Reeboks, every time she grabs her own rebound, she earns another sponsorship.
If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
This isn't empowering women, and it's not good for women's sports. All this is entitlement. The right thing to do.
I think they should just cut it. Yeah, they might just cut the league. Who cares?
Is grow the league organically.
Nah, cut it.
So they can afford to pay you those massive contracts you want. Otherwise, You're just demanding more money from the NBA.
We could just take a donation around the NBA, maybe.
Since that's where all the funding for the W comes from. There was a point in time where everyone thought there was no hope for the W. The only time you heard about them was when they were complaining about salaries.
They're doing themselves a disservice by just complaining.
Even when NBA players
nagging, that's what we do. That's what we do the best.
Tried to promote the league.
Says a guy who hasn't been to a WNBA game all season but sent a jersey and recorded a scripted video. It was nice of him to even do that.
They were rejected.
They don't watch our games. They don't know us.
Well, then be more entertaining. Do you see what I mean? It's like people don't watch, and instead of being more entertaining, I mean, they might as well just start, like, make it a reality TV show. It'll make money. That's the only way. You might as well throw your, like, any resemblance of classiness out the window. The only time people started watching the WNBA is when Caitlin Clark was, like, fighting with the, like, this girl, I think, Angel Reese. And they, like, Angel Reese was being a bitch to her. And that was the only time. Drama was really only the way they're going to watch women's sports, because it's definitely not going to be from talent, unfortunately.
They don't ask us our opinions about anything.
The WNBA just couldn't stay out of its own way. But now, the league is growing. There's potential. But
why do you assume guys are lying when they say that they turn down skank pussy? You don't know any men who have high standards. Not at 2 a.m. I don't. Don't know a single guy after a couple drinks. I literally do not. I know men that lie. But yeah, no. Do I know any guy that slept with a girl? Why? Because I meet the women. And do you know what? I had this girl I knew who was just not attractive at all. And I saw the men in her roster, okay? That happens to you enough times as a woman where you see how out of the league women sleep. No, don't believe you. And do you know what? I don't believe you guys because I've seen how low you guys are willing to go.
the players sitting out is the last thing it needs right now. Could you imagine if Caitlin Clark wasn't playing basketball for the W this season, or even if she went somewhere else? That would be devastating for the league. That's one way to make sure you don't get those contracts. We've already said it a million times.
Girl would watch if they started letting trans women in. I think they should. They voted for this. Let them in. That'll be hilarious.
The revenue you bring in decides
Pearl, check your text and said, okay.
what you get paid. That's how all businesses work. I don't, and I will never understand why W players think they deserve money they aren't earning. They say it's unfair. What's unfair is demanding higher salaries from a league that's losing money. You earn middle-class income to play basketball for a few months.
Let's be clear, mate. This is not Syria, mate.
Plus millions from endorsements. Just be patient and wait for the league to grow.
It won't grow. Will you put the screen down for just 1 second? Yeah, you're good. Okay. Apparently, Doug MPA sent... Okay.
Oh, not again! Angel Reese 3
Okay, how do I make this big? Do I have to zoom in? I think I have to zoom in on Instagram. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is...
Honors! Every 3-point shot missed by Reese right here. Bang!
Watching because of me too.
Caitlin Clark could never make that pass. Bang! Build a campfire around her. Look at all that space. Bang!
Oh, man.
Pump fake. Got him. Free play. Aaron Rodgers. Bang, bang! You'll never see a less enthused teammate than Cardoso on the bench. No confidence in Reese. Look at this. Casually. She's dead. Dead! They say the safest place to be when a nuclear missile goes off is next to Angel Reese's jump shot. Because nobody's around. Bang! I mean, the disrespect here. She gets the ball, the defender retreats to the paint.
Almost went in. Bang.
Man, social distancing in 2024 is crazy. COVID was 4 years ago. Bang! They said free tees for Angel Reese's threes. Everybody shirtless. Bang! How she got to the All-Star game, who knows? Did she hit a three? Hell no. Bang!
Yeah. Wait, put it down for a second. I'm going to do... Yeah, it's down. Okay. I'm going to do the next one. This one. Okay.
Angel Reese!
Oh wait, no, not that. Oh, it's down, right? Yeah, okay. Are these the same video? Which one did I play last time? Hold on. Davidson stat. Oh, these are different. Okay. It's just, I think it's the same guy animating it, maybe?
Special edition, long twos, let's go!
Okay, wait, let me...
Oh, no, not...
Okay. Okay, it's the same.
This is now America's favorite shot. Bang! Going on the campaign trail, make bad shots great again. Bang! The fun fact for you, did you know she is shooting 26% from 16 to 24 feet this year? Bang! My math is done correctly. That means you have a better chance of being struck by lightning than seeing Angel Reese knock in a long two. Bang! How does that one AJR song go? Bang, bang, bang! Her teammates don't even want to pass her the ball. Look at the hesitation on that. No, stop it! She recently called herself a stretch 4 on her own podcast. I guess that means pigs must be flying now. For Celsius, Red Bull, or bang! Stop using that jab. Stop. They are not guarding you. They are giving you plenty of space to shoot the ball. Yeah, cooking now, brother. Jab.
Yeah, they're like, go ahead. Like, I've been in that point in basketball where you just give them so much space because you're like, they're going to miss.
Long two, butter pecan, bang! That's my stretch 4 queen. My queen. Mine! Bang!
Yeah. Well, look, this is, as much as I loved women's sports, guys, I gotta be honest. There's pros and cons. There's no right or wrong decision when it comes to women's sports. The pro as a woman is you're more coachable and you develop work ethic, okay? The con is you can literally waste your life chasing a league that's like play pretend because they don't make money. And the only way that leagues make money, it's never going to get better unless there's drama or they make money off of brand deals or OnlyFans. That's really it. What percentage of men are at bars at 2 a.m.? Expand the male sample size. Okay. It's an expression. Now you can get women off of Tinder. You can get like hot women you can just pay for them. But yeah, right time, right place. I think a lot of guys would go pretty low. You guys you're not going to gaslight me. You're not. You can try to gaslight me and say, I have these high standards. But I've seen too much. I'm officially black-pilled. I'm black-pilled on how low men will go. I'm black-pilled on female nature. Black-pilled. So it is what it is. I'm a happy black pillar, but I won't be gaslit today. Okay. Watching the WNBA feels like attending a Democratic Party rally. Everyone's clapping, but no one's really sure why. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. Go to theaudacitynetwork.com and get your memberships now. The link is in the description. We're on both app stores, and the price is going to be raised, but I'm telling you, the people I'm going to bring on are going to be really good. If you're a woman, who knows? Maybe one you can like hit on or something. You want intelligent, successful men. Some of them are going to teach you guys how to make money. Some of them are going to improve your love lives. And a lot of them, they're going to give presentations on Tuesdays after the show, and you'll be able to ask questions directly. Anyways, thanks so much, guys. I love you. Like the video on your way out, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.